The year was 1861, and it was the 21st day of July, where soldiers stood in vigorous opposition against one another. Each opponent gave their best and even their blood in attempts to push their enemy back. And after great hours of great struggle, the Northern troops found the ability to push back the South, causing them to retreat. Southern soldiers were dropping left and right. The call for retreat pierced through the barrage of cannon explosions and made way for every fearful, intimidated soldier to begin withdrawing from the battlefield. However, a man by the name of Bernard B. looked back and saw a sight that would change the fate of the battle. The Southern soldiers were outnumbered and outgunned, but B saw something that would transform retreat into victory. He didn't see new reinforcements. He didn't even see a weakness in the enemy. The only thing that B saw was a man standing. While everyone decided to run, Thomas Jackson decided to stand. While everyone else chose to retreat, Thomas decided to stand. When Bernard B. saw the man standing, he turned to the retreating and said, and to the hopeless soldiers, "Look at Jackson standing there like a stone wall." Thomas Jackson, choosing to take a stand, inspired these retreating troops to retake the ground they had lost and continue fighting. One man's decision changed the whole battle. And I today, with no doubt or question in my mind, can indubitably say that our church is here seeing revival and experiencing the favor of God because there's a man standing here at our church. Pastor Arango, during this month of Pastor Appreciation Month, RSM wants to let you know how much we appreciate you and your decision to stand. We know that in Ephesians chapter 6, it says, "And having done all to stand, stand." Thank you, Pastor Arango, for choosing to stand. Thank you for standing when the odds were stacked against you. Thank you for standing in the face of criticism and doubt. Thank you for standing when it wasn't easy, when it didn't make sense. There were probably times where you felt like giving up or throwing in the towel, but you didn't. There were probably times where you were worn out, nervous, and confused, yet you kept standing. There were probably times where you were sad, hurt, disappointed, but you kept standing. There were probably times where you felt exhausted, unsure, and even afraid, and yet you're still here preaching, believing, fasting. You're still here praying, leading, guiding, envisioning, progressing, advancing, protecting, working, and preserving. You're still here standing. And I have the students here standing because if you had not chosen to stand, we would not be able to stand too. But because you have chosen to stand, RSM knows that we can stand. Because you have chosen to stand, we can stand on the apostolic doctrine. Because you have chosen to stand, we can stand for God in our schools. Because you have chosen to stand, we can stand for God in our P7 clubs. Because you have chosen to stand, we can stand for holiness. Because you have chosen to stand, we can stand for purity. We can stand for our callings, for our lost family. We can stand against lust. We can stand against depression. We can stand against fear. We can stand against doubt. Because you have chosen to stand, we are here still standing. Thank you for standing on God's word. Thank you for standing on God's promises. Thank you for standing on biblical principles. Thank you, Pastor, for choosing to stand in the midst of a pandemic, in the middle of adversity, in the middle of the chaos. We see your hard work. We notice your passion. We feel your prayers. We appreciate your love. Pastor, what you are doing for RSM in this church doesn't go unnoticed. We are here because of you. If you didn't stand for this church at the young age of 26, we probably wouldn't be here today. During this month of Pastor Appreciation, we want to pause for a second and thank God for the gift that he has given us. We thank God for you, our shepherd, our leader, our preacher, our pastor. Thank you for standing. It's not easy. It's not convenient. But even after you've done all that you have to stand, you still choose to stand. Thank you. I wonder, church, if we can stand and let Pastor know one more time how much we appreciate him. Pastor, if you did not stand, we would not be able to stand. We're still here because of you. And RSM wants to know that we love you, we appreciate you, and we're thankful for everything that you do for us. RSM, come on, make a little bit more noise and let our pastor, Pastor Arango, the best pastor, let him know how much we love and appreciate him.